Excellency, I saw this your picture and I can't help but laugh. Sincerely. I can't help but laugh. His Excellency, do you know why I'm laughing? I am laughing because it is the same thing. It is the same thing. Same. This is just like me going to the shrine with my palm front. Why am I laughing? I want to show you that when it comes to matters of spirituality or religiosity, everybody is a victim. His Excellency, if you, the governor, can boldly hoist the palm front, governor Soludo. I was expecting you not to perform the Palm Sunday ritual yesterday, but Governor, you failed for the plot and you performed Palm Sunday, meaning that by doing that, the same eyesore we are trying to curtail in Anambra is what you promulgated. Henceforth, your opposition have annulled everything you are fighting for. So His Excellency, sir, I'm telling you this because this picture alone is just like somebody going to the shrine. This picture alone is just like somebody heading to the Udo shrine. Religion and extremism. The extremism as which we are propagating this sanitation of Anambra. And you now saw the efficacy of carrying Omo. Governor Soludo, why didn't you tell people to draw the Omo inside their house, inside their room? People were parading with Omo yesterday in Anambra State. You see, when it comes to matters of religion, you are even a victim. All out wegu. Ndi che wonive ji akuziri gi, omo eva na akuzili gi ke muta. Omo eva na akuzili gi ke muta. Oh, you now know that you know that somebody can actually use the Omo so that the efficacy of the palm front ritual will be successful. Why didn't you tell them to believe in the Omo virtually? Just like you told us in Ordinana that we should put bucket of water in our room, buy butter, and use it and do all the Governor Soludo, why I'm making these videos for you, I'm not going to stay long. Why I'm making this video for you is for you to see how you are a victim of what you are propagating. Which means if you know that the efficacy of this Palm Sunday ritual is in its fullness when you hoist the palm front, that is how efficacious it is for your ordinana to go to the water. And when in our water, and when in our water, His Excellency, ne deputy na azoge. How can you people who enforces this law also be partaker of? I'm trying to show you the beautiful side of one-sided extremism when it comes to religious reform and spiritual reform. I am telling you, when I saw this picture, I kept laughing. Do you know how many palm front that was vandalized yesterday in Anambra? Do you know how many palm plantation that will be affected by Edosisi? Oh, because it is a Christian ritual. It is right. All had to ego. Ibuzi ormu akonye na eje n'iru udo. Ka apia chapu mmụọ. My governor. What am I trying to explain? I'm trying to show you how this thing cannot work in a sane country. I'm telling you. You need to review that law. Idalaka niwa, idalaka. Because you've ended up hoisting the same Omo. Do you know how many palm tree were affected yesterday? Do you know how many palm trees were affected? Now, I remember you when you said, everybody that want to do Olumili, please go to your house, fetch butter of water. Why is that same principle not applicable to ndi Palm Sunday? Ulu na Palm Sunday, for not the efficacious to hoist the palm. My governor, my governor. You see, this is proving to you how religious jingoism can mess up an intellectual, make him laughable to the eyes of a thinking man. What you just depicted is to show you how religious jingoism can reduce an intellectual to a laughing stock. Ndo de na nu na emezina nka many animu no no fifa manolu na Palm Sunday chela omunge bo governor ndị Anambra na-ekwuyali, ndị bishop na-ekwuyali, ndị ụka niile na-ekwuyali. Hosanna in the highest. That one is not an ISO. Mana ije na mmiri chụọ aja ọ bụrụ ISO. Ka ọ na-achụkwa ma Soludo ekpurukwanụ ndị dibịa niile nọ na Anambra kpochie. Udo ga-aji ya ekpuchigide mmadụ ebe office unu eju maka na odomanu na-enwere facility that will contain everybody. What I'm trying to say, His Excellency, religious jingoism can render an intellectual laughable. This picture is enough evidence. Religious jingoism, extremism to reforms without juxtaposing what are the nitty-gritties. What is good for the goose is also good for the gander. Now, why didn't you accept Niji Omunaka by faith without hoisting Omu? Now, Neki Omunaka. Why I'm saying this, I wouldn't waste time here. I wouldn't waste time. But I'm just trying to remind you, sir, with due respect, however, whatever you considered in drafting that law of Ejesnan and Mili, it cannot stand the test of time under proper cross-examination because it is quite laughable. It is quite laughable. Now, what am I trying to say? If Ndi Ejen and Mili should bring butter and put water inside the butter, Governor, Ndi Jelo no Omu yesterday should have stayed in their house and believe that the Omu is in their house. But we saw people parading yesterday in Anambra. Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna in the highest. Religious jingoism always make an intellectual laughable. What am I trying to say? Nnam iji omunaka. Iji omunaka. Iji omunaka. Okwa ngi iji omu. Oi! Onye na-eme mmọnwụ a. Okwa onye isi ana. Governor Charles Chukwuma Soludo. Prof. The 001. Ongi na-emezi ongi iji omu nwa. I thought according to your own yardstick of measurement, onye obuna no bie welu no jide go omu. Onye a emegie. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm saying this for you to see how religious jingoism. Like I said, if we want to do things right, let us finally, the same thing I need where finally, Governor. Finally. I just a full picture amu atom. You just amu. Hi, na yuku. Onye eje na mmili gbata mmili n'ime buta. No problem. Power of incumbency. No problem. But just imagine Governor Chukwuma Soludo after your tenure. And maybe my very humble self becomes the governor of Anambra State. Because anybody can become the governor. I have the qualifications. Maybe one day become co-governor. As a Dibia, whenever an open Sunday in Anambra, how will you feel? Governor, how will you feel? And that time he was the governor. When we tell the beach or Japan Sunday, Molo chim ibia kowa noka. Iji Governor, My governor, my governor. You see, the funniest thing about life, when I see how life plays out, it always leaves me laughing and laughing and giggling because extremism and jingoism. So, Governor Chachukuma Soludo, let it be a prophecy. A day will come. A day will come. Onyo ordinary ya Abu Governor na Anambra. The path you've kindled, the light you've kindled, if it is replicated, how would you feel? Because it will be a testament of a chronicle of your deeds. Do you get the point now? A day will come. A day will come when an ordinary person, it will happen. A day will come, an ordinary adherent, a Dibia, will be governor in Anambra State. And that day, you served your tenure as the governor. You are now like an elder statesman in Anambra. And that day, we'll see you with Omu. Or we might see your children with Omu. Governor Anglo Hachim, Habiakowa. Because maybe the Dibia will infringe a law saying anybody with Omu, na Anambra, sin on a Palm Sunday. Chim Akowa. What am I trying to say? This is not an open rebuttal. This is just me cross-examining the extreme of our religious jingoism. Do you understand? That is me cross-examining the extremism of this religious jingoism. Do you get the point? So imagine Anambra celebrating Palm Sunday, an alien culture unknown to the Igbos, and it is acceptable because the sitting governor is a Christian. What if tomorrow the sitting governor becomes a Dibia? What if the sitting governor becomes a Christian and a Dibia? How would you feel? That day maybe your children will be home as an Anambrarian. Maybe Mugisi Sofia, Naja somewhere. Palm Sunday. And the sitting incumbent governor of then is a Dibia. It might be me, it might be another Dibia, it might be so, because Anambra is a home for all who wishes to be light of the nation, which means the political power of Anambra can change to anybody. Now, if he becomes a Dibia tomorrow, or a Muslim tomorrow, what would we do? His Excellency, sir, I am begging respectfully you review this law, because the more this law linger, the more it becomes laughable. Respectfully, I'm telling you this. Look at it this way. Anambra yesterday hoisting Omo haba. Now a day will come. Maybe we'll host a parade. I tell Zukandi Gayali Anambra Nine. I want to see how you react. Maybe I will organize a conference like that. We will march to Oka with Nzuna Roainine. I want for you to see how the site will look like. Everybody know more than Nana. Everybody know more than Nana. I am Aqua White. Do you get my point? Everybody know more than Nana. I am Aqua White. Manzu, Naro, Na Chow Nzunzu. Because that is their own identity. Hagafe. I hope you will not say anything. I hope. Because that is how we felt. You see? Everybody. There is nobody that is spotless in this thing. Religion makes an intellectual somewhat laughable. And that is why I said, let us look for this reform in a very good way. Let us capture nuisance amongst us in the Christendom, in the traditional sect. Okay? Let us scrutinize them diligently with objective, verifiable indicators, so that we don't We don't look laughable before our kinsmen. Respectfully, Mr. Governor, this is me just saying that you look beautiful with the omo. It is not ko energy ni rudo. It is not ko batalo binambo na rovu onye. So my governor, I am just showing you how our individual spirituality or religion can push us to things that we can't even control. Do you now understand why the people going to the water are going to the water? Not because they don't want to stay home, but because it is their ritual obligation as adherents of Ordinana to go to the water. We will promote a serene environment so that people do not cluster the waterways with uncanny elements that are not biodegradable. We will do that. But just look at the Omo. 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 My able governor. Religious jingoism of I am telling you, religious jingoism of This is where I will end my sermon tonight, sir. Just a gentle reminder. Religion and its extremism, maybe jingoism, would definitely make an intellectual look quite laughable. Aleta continua, Victoria Asata. May the light of the nation continue to shine on us so that Anambra will become home for all. There now, Soludo, Makodioragi.